457 Clarice in Chula Vista. This is Ian with Build Brothers. Going to go ahead and do a quick digital inspection here. What I'm looking at is this fascia, this is starter board, and these are rafter tails. Very typical for us to have to replace some of each of those during a roofing project. As I look around this roof, there's nothing super obvious that is rotten, fascia, rafter tails, or starter board. But chances are we will find some as we work on this roof. We got intake ventilation here. That's a good sign. That allows cool air up into the attic space. This discoloring here is a little bit concerning. Not sure, cobwebs and old paint coming through, but there could be moisture from the top down in some of these areas. Now, we'll get up on the roof and take a closer look at what's actually causing the leaks and the general condition of the roof. As we talk about an overlay, which is just adding a second layer of shingles onto this existing roof, it is feasible. It appears to only be one layer, but we need to make sure to do it professionally. This is called drip edge, and this is your first course of shingles. What we do is both of those get removed and thrown in the trash, and then we put new drip edge and obviously new shingles over the top of the old, and then you don't know it's an overlay, and it'll last just as long as if we were to rip off this old roof. The concern on leaving the old roof in place is always if there is some hidden cancer, right? Some mold or some rot or something like that we're not able to find because we don't rip the old roof off. When we first get up here, this is called the 3-tab asphalt shingle, expected to last about 20 years. I would put this at about that 20 to 25 year mark. This is the north facing roof slope, which always gets the least amount of wear and tear because it gets the least amount of sunshine. So this roof plane looks the best. Over here on the east, it looks okay too. But as soon as we come back on here onto the south, we start to see that we are missing shingles. There was a time period where staples were used to install roofs, and that is a huge no-no. Caused all kinds of issues and problems, but this roof, you've got your money's worth. As we look around, we just find more and more broken and peeled back shingles. This big black line here, that's because the wind has been working this shingle for a while. The next step is it breaks off. And each place that a shingle is missing is potential water and a potential leak. So chances are what's showing up in the kid's bedroom is originating up here at the top and making its way down to where it's showing on the ceiling. These are called dormer vents. We're gonna get rid of those. We're gonna go to a newer style, better style of vent. And then if we look over here on the west is the worst because prevailing winds always come from the west, come from the ocean. So we got a ton of missing shingles, and unfortunately, I'm not going to suggest any kind of repair. It is time for a re-roof, whether we rip it all off or go over the top of this layer. I'll probably give you both options and let you make the decision. That doesn't save a whole ton of money. Leaving the garbage in place. In a perfect world, we would always tear it all off. Looks like the electrical panel was upgraded at some point, and the flashing that goes around the base of that electrical panel was never installed properly, so I would expect to find a little bit of wood rot in this area. The wood rot is always the unknown on a roofing project. You can see just how badly worn these things are, paper thin and ready to create all kinds of leaks. The wood rot is always the unknown on a roofing project. As we find it, we'll let you know and kind of just tally it up when we find it all.